show up today and do a panel for you guys. Good friends of ours, Game Grumps are here, but before we bring them out, we want to point out, actually, do they want to come out? You guys want to come out?
No, they don't.
All right. Here they are, Game Grumps. All right. Back there the entire time. Everyone was there but him.
There was a Christmas tree back there and I plugged it in, but then I got afraid and I unplugged it because I don't want to get in trouble. Cool story, Ross. It really was. I took a video of it and put it on Instagram. Holy shit, what's up everybody? That is a lovely bow in your hair. Thank you.
I'm gonna sit.
Cool. So we're the Game Grumps. We're gonna just hang out with you guys for a little bit, take questions, whatever you want to talk about. Just fucking throw those hands up. And usually, sorry, there's like one super fucking like, yeah! No, I got more shit to say. If you just use hands, it's hard for us to tell. It's hard for us to like say like who we're talking about. So if you have a thing that you can hold up, we can just be like, hey, blue cell phone case, or yeah, giant blue Mega Man, very subtle. So yeah, that'd be great. Do you guys have anything you want to say?
First off, I want to say gas prices, am I right? Alright, let's do it.
I saw it, like, some shit. Yeah, fucking, what's up, Zelda guy?
Weirdest thing you've got in the P.O. box.
Oh, fuck.
I can take that. So we get all kinds of the crazy stuff in the P.O. box.
Repeat the question real quick.
Yeah, okay, so what do we find, that's the weirdest thing we've gotten in the P.O. box. So the weirdest thing we ever got in the P.O. box was one day a box came addressed to Just Barry. And we opened it and it was a box of knives, and not just knives, illegal knives, because they're bigger than the palm of your hand, and brass knuckles, which are illegal in California. And we thought that was the weirdest thing, so we gave them...
And a bunch of Band-Aids.
Yeah, Barry didn't want them, so we gave them to Aaron, and we mentioned it on the show or something, and then we went to Disneyland, a couple months later, we ran into the guy, he came up to us, I'm the knife guy! And we were like, yeah, what was it about? And he was like, oh, it's from a joke you guys told, remember this joke? And we were like, that's our joke. And then sure enough,
He was a super cool normal dude.
He was so nice.
He wasn't like some creep like I'm gonna be knives.
And then like a week later, he sent us another box of knives, and he was like, "These are for individual people." And he sent
They were
me, like,
really good knives.
Yeah, he sent me like this beautiful like pearl handle 18th century like pocket knife. And when I opened it, the blade was on backwards, and I sliced my hand open. And I was like, "No more knives."
So please don't send us knives.
We're convinced eventually we're gonna be committed, like we're gonna get arrested because there's evidence on the knives of like some murder.
Send us guns instead.
Well, I mean, I guess that's weird, and also like the letter written in blood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
We got like a sacrificial dagger once.
Got a couple ransom notes.
It came with the USB, but we never checked the USB to see what it was saying, so we were just like, what if it's a virus? And a sacrificial knife for someone to kill you.
Most of the stuff we get in the P.O. box is just really cool.
Oh yeah, normally it's normal
Just
stuff.
occasionally it's like, what's in this? Smells bad in this box.
I remember Miki Yoshi sent me a used suppository.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Is that the girl who sends everyone really great presents but you shitty ones?
Yeah.
And then she was like, I'm building up for the one day I'm gonna send you awesome stuff, and I'm like, cool. It hasn't happened. So,
You want to pick the next question there?
no.
Great. Susan?
Okay, sure. How about you, Mega Man?
Aaron, I made this for you. It's not a question. Do you want it?
What did you say?
I made this for you. It is not a question. But would you want it?
Yes.
You didn't?
I actually didn't make that video.
You didn't?
I made this for you.
Don't tell anybody, but I didn't actually.
That would only matter to me. Thank you, man.
awesome.
And who made it?
I did.
I made this.
All right, Floppy Mega Man will be taking questions now. What's it like being so floppy? It's been between cracked doors.
Your turn there.
Oh yeah, the poster with the hat on it.
Well, I guess I got a question for all of you that can answer. Seeing as how everybody works on a daily basis, it's pretty tough. Is there any role model or any fictional character that you guys look up to? Like for example, you said that you look up to the person. What's that one give you, Brain? That you actually.
Oh yeah, Bray's really good.
So the question: is there anybody that you guys think as a role model that kind of inspires you to work hard?
Bruce Lee. No, seriously, his work ethic is crazy good. I basically learned all of my work ethic from Bruce Lee. Because if you read any of the books that he wrote, which is like 2, he's like, work hard. And it's like, okay.
I don't think you can get more inspirational than Freddie Mercury.
Totally. Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Probably Weird Al. Just, anyone who, it takes an incredible amount of, physicality and just ideas to go on tour and do that type of thing for, 30 years or however long it's been. So, huge respect to him.
For me, it's all the people sitting up here.
Stop!
I'm serious. I want to work hard to make these guys laugh because I know if I can get these guys to laugh, then it'll click with people.
Not gonna happen. All right, Barry, then I take it back. My inspiration is Sasuke from Naruto. True ambivalence.
Good question though, man. Thank you.
Very good shoot, bro.
Dreamcast, what's up?
Mr. Hanson, quick question.
What? What's so funny? What the hell's wrong with you guys?
My friend wants to get into voice acting. He's made a demo reel.
You can put the Dreamcast down, man. You can.
Those things are kind of heavy.
I used to lift those to get buff, dog.
What should he do?
What should he do?
To get into voice acting.
I'm not even into voice acting. I just voice act for my own cartoons.
That's false.
Yeah. Well, it's not fair because the only jobs I've gotten are because I made cartoons on the internet. So that's the only advice I can give you, is to make cartoons on the internet, make sure they're popular, and then people will be like, hey, let's get this guy to voice in an iPhone game. And then that's it.
Back away from the mic, man.
What am I giving feedback through my mouth?
Dental work.
Yeah. I don't know, just practice and... It's true what they say about the industry. It's who you know. It's really the long and short of it.
Yeah. I would give the same advice that I would give to anyone. You can replace voice acting with almost anything. Being in a band, starting a YouTube channel, whatever. Just do it, and don't worry about getting famous or making money or anything. Just do it, and do it to the best of your ability for as long as you can, and don't get discouraged if nothing happens for a year or a couple of years, because at some point it'll catch on for no fucking reason at all, and you just have to just keep doing it until that point happens.
And at the very least, at least you did something you really liked, even if it wasn't successful, Because success isn't a metric of how good your life is. So.
She's getting deep. Jeez.
It's true though.
Sweet. Thanks.
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
You, sir, in the front row.
What is your biggest gaming disappointment when you were young?
Fuck.
I got it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, please.
Okay, so who's played Yoshi's Island? Okay, so you know the boss, he's like the piranha plant, you're fighting him and you're on the platform and you throw the exit the bandit. I always remember being really young and it took me hours and hours and hours and hours to beat him, and when I finally did, I was so happy. Then later I learned you could just turn and face the wall the other way and throw it down there. He goes bong 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 and hits it every time. So you can beat him in actually like 2 seconds flat. And it took me.
But you actually did it in a cool way.
No,
so
but
you
no, I still have PTSD because of it. And when I discovered the new way of doing it and the right way of doing it, I was like, fucking hate my life.
So I should never play Yoshi's Island around you because you'll be like, no.
I still remember that to this day.
I'm sorry, man.
I think I was like 23 when I saw the video and I still felt sad.
I saved up a bunch of money once when the GameCube was out because I was still like pretty sort of young when that came out, and like I saved it up and I bought a new game like $50 and I like paid for it, and my dad drove me home and then I like opened it up to like read the manual and stuff, and he like looked over and he was like, "Oh, that's it?" Because the discs were so tiny. He was like, $50, huh? And I was like, oh, duh. So I like made sure to like extra like the game, but it wasn't that great anyway. So I was like, oh, shit. So
yeah, there was there's a game for NES called King's Knight, and and my dad like bought it for me at like a flea market because we were there and I saw it and it had like a really cool like anime cover. It looked awesome. Like the cover made it look like the coolest game. And my dad, who it has this crazy Israeli accent, and like he it was like the 80s, so like money was like money meant more, I guess is the only way to say it. And he was like, okay, if you really like it, but I'm only gonna buy you one game this year. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna like it, it's fucking awesome. I read all about it, it's my favorite game, and then I came home and played it, and it sucked balls. And I was like, oh, and then I go to my friends' houses, and they have all the cool games that I should have bought. And thanks for making me relive that, thank you.
Did you ever beat that game?
No, I played it for like 2 days, and I was like, I hate my life, I hate you, Dad.
I want to change my answer. I just remembered. I was allowed to get a PS2 or an Xbox, and I picked the Xbox, and I was allowed one game, and I got Enter the Matrix.
I like the Matrix!
So because I love the Matrix, I love the Matrix, I want to be the one. And then when I got the game, I was like, this is fucking terrible. And then years later, we met our friend Scott, and Scott's our friend, he's crazy, he used to work in game development, he has one leg because he was hit by a train.
That's how he lost his leg?
Yeah, did you know that?
Yeah, he got like thrown.
Yeah.
Well, he was filming a like, YouTube video.
He's filming it.
I thought he was just born with that leg!
No, he got hit by a train, man.
Oh my god,
But anyway, when I found out that he worked at Enter the Matrix, I'm like, you ruined my 12th birthday, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, but then he was like, oh, no, I'm sorry.
He apologized. He said, yeah, that game was shit. Yes.
My biggest game at this point was kind of different. I just remember I was a huge fan of Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, and I was reading about Banjo-Tooie and Nintendo Power. I was like obsessed. It was like the best thing I'd ever seen. And I remember reading it was coming out like September '99 or whatever the hell it was, and I was calling Best Buy like every week, being like, "Do you guys have Banjo-Tooie?" And they'd be like, "I don't know what that is." And I would just be like, so just despondent for weeks on end, and it was like delayed. But you know, we had magazines back then, so I had to wait a month to be like, "Oh, now it's coming out at a different time." So, and it came out and it was great, so it wasn't disappointing. It was just I just vividly remember the embarrassment of being this little kid, like, "Do you have Banjo-Tooie?"
Dude, I used to play Tetris Attack with my dad, and that was like our bonding time. We would play Tetris Attack together every night, and my mom got like super jealous that I was like a daddy's girl, so she hid our copy of Tetris Attack to get back at us. And I was so sad, and we never bought another one. And then my parents were moving to Arizona when they retired, and they found it in a vase. And I was like, Mom, why'd you do that? She's like, I didn't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. To this day, such a mom. Yeah. So now I like this pristine copy of Tetris Attack at my parents' house. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll play with your dad.
Yeah.
Hey, my boss, your turn.
All right. The guy holding up a hand.
Nicely done. Yeah. That's so meta.
This one's for Susie and Barry. If you guys could...
Let's pick a different person.
If you guys could pick one famous actor or actress to be on Table Flip that you think would be the most fun to play a board game with, who would you guys choose?
Charlie Chaplin.
That's currently alive.
That would be amazing.
Vincent Price.
He's currently alive.
Yes, we are.
Also,
Oh, alive? Okay.
Bruce Lee.
Jackie Chan!
He's alive. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Chan would be great. We're big fans of Jackie Chan. No, The Tuxedo is an amazing film.
Right.
Someone's a fan of Tuxedo, apparently.
Only dead people. Shit, he's dead too.
What's wrong with everybody? Why are they
I don't know. That's a difficult question because I never really considered it. It's always like, oh, let's just like invite our friends and people that I want to be friends with. Like I met Mega64 because we asked them to be on Table Flip and they're like, sure. And it was like, they said yes. And we met them. It was like crazy cool and they were awesome. So I don't know. Like that kind of sphere
They were so
doesn't
fun to have on
come
the
to
show too.
Oh, they were
Oh
awesome.
my god, they were such good sports guys.
Oh, and they're so handsome, and when Rocco looks into your eyes, it's like, oh.
So yeah, a bunch of dead celebrities. That's good.
That's clever.
All right. Oh, I guess it's me. The backpack in the back. Hi.
Hey. So you guys had Grant Kirk about the show. How
Yeah.
was that like? How'd you guys go about getting him on the show?
I think it was just Twitter. Yeah, Twitter makes all the connections ever. Like, cause they just see it and then they're like, oh, I'll reply to that. That seems interesting. You know, it's like email's so like, now I'm engaging with you, but Twitter's just kind of like, you know, I'll send a message, whatever. And then it just kind of culminates when it's.
And then all your fans pressure that person every 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's another thing too, yeah. It's public then, so people are like, yeah, you should, what are you doing it? You said you'd do it! And their lives are a living hell because of us, and just really a positive experience all around. So, that's
Grant Kirk is such a cutie.
yeah, he was a great dude. It was weird too because like only recently have we gotten like a space to do Grumps in, and so we were doing it like out of my house. So it was weird like having Grant Kirkhope like over at my house, sitting on like this stinky like $100 IKEA couch, and it's just like, so tell us about this like masterpiece that you worked on. And he's like, I know, and it's really cool. He's very laid back, so.
Dude, literally you like pat the couch and then fart cloud. So bad.
And it was small, so like for the entire episode, your thighs are touching. It's awesome.
So
Perfect. Very professional.
Someone has to sit kind of on the arm of the couch. Yeah.
But he said he had a great time, so I guess. I don't know. Probably secretly he's like, this fucking Game Grump cast, like, do not work with them. Seriously. They have this tiny couch.
Chat fart dust all over my pants.
Beer, Big Hero 6, knapsack in the back. Knapsack in the back.
So first of all, thank you guys for showing up. Like that was a really nice surprise.
What do you think, man?
And my question is, since Game Grumps has really grown like exponentially, and you guys have started doing like live action commercials for like calendars and sweaters and like t-shirts, have you guys like actually like sat back and like we could actually like make like a serious like narrative film or maybe even like a full like comedy or something? Have you guys sort of
The word serious was not part of the conversation. Yeah, we absolutely want to do more live action stuff, and we're moving in that direction for sure.
We constantly plan out like all kinds of skits, but then we're like, oh, we don't have time. Like we started planning this like really awesome Shining Halloween sketch where we wanted to like have Aaron knock down the door with an axe and Dan would be Shelley Duvall like, no. So,
This is the first time hearing it.
Oh yeah.
We watched The Shining, we were joking about it.
Yeah.
Well, I would be Shelley Duvall.
Yeah. And you're like,
You're gonna put Ross with the girls at the end of the hallway. So
Wait,
it's
I'd be
Ross
girls
and
at the end of the
Ross
hallway?
Yeah, because it's reverse pure.
Well, I couldn't be afraid of my
I guess Aaron, Barry, and I planned this without.
Anyway,
yeah.
the point is like now we have like our Grump space. We have this like office space now, and then we can be more efficient with our time. So we have 1,000 billion ideas, and now it's like, okay, let's actually start making stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot of cool stuff to show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Thank you.
So not a serious long form narrative. I think that's unlikely.
Hat on roll of thing. Way back.
Well, I guess real quick, are you guys gonna come with us to Disneyland tomorrow, or is that a no?
I can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, I have to record a song.
I might.
Hey, my stuff, I did
Yeah.
hours.
I'll go if they're not going.
Fuck,
I hate you. I literally hate you. It's finally coming out.
I guess like, my real question, I guess this is a question for Barry, Danny, and like, how are you guys so energetic every single episode? Because that's pretty difficult. Because every now and then, I'm pretty sure you guys are like, sick tired of this crap. I don't want to.
First of all, substance abuse.
I super love that you skipped Ross. When I said you guys do something funny. Next question. We ingest a lot of sugar right beforehand. We jump around a lot to get the blood flowing, and we actually enjoy doing it.
Yeah. That's the main part.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like what I said before. It's for me. It's about making these guys laugh.
Yeah.
So that forces me to be like, I gotta have my energy up. I gotta be really, and like my brain's gotta be working. I can't be all groggy and stuff.
Yeah. Part of what was cool about having the insulated was that we had so many between grubs where we're just still on and like trying to make each other laugh, and we wanted to like show that to people, you know. So that was, yeah.
Great. Your call, Ross.
Does everybody lower your hands if it's not a question for Ross?
Hey, you're just lying.
That's awesome.
So there's two people that want to ask a question for you.
Look, you better not be lying.
My first question.
Sweet burger shirt, by the way. Sweet burger shirt.
Penny for $5.
Are you serious? Fuck, I will give you 10.
I'll give you $5 for that burger.
Right?
You can make that for me.
Anyways,
Anyway, funny stuff.
I guess my first question was for all of you, including Ross. What is your favorite cartoon growing up?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Probably Rocco and Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
Transformers.
This is going way back. We're going to the way back machine. There's a Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Yeah.
Do you fucking know it? Yeah, where they go on a roller coaster and it takes them into another dimension. That's not stupid. Yeah. Oh my god.
Wizard.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go there.
The first thing that happens to them is like they
get their classes.
Yeah, they get their classes, and like the dungeon master is like, fear not, ranger, warrior, wizard, and then they just start getting weird, and it's like, and acrobat. It's like, I guess that's cool. Walmart clerk, bungee jumper. That was my favorite.
For me, it's not really childhood. It was more like early teenhood. But Homestar Runner is just like my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that that's coming back and they're making stuff again. It's like, yeah. There's a new music video. It's on YouTube and their website. Fish Islands. Yeah. They're like doing stuff again.
Homestar Runner was actually a huge inspiration when I started doing Flash, because I remember a lot of Metal Gear Awesome was like in the Yellow Jello. There was like so much off-model stuff, and I thought that was super funny, and so I did that in Metal Gear Awesome, like because of that. So
What does off-model mean?
like it's not drawn exactly like it's always drawn.
Oh, okay.
Like cartoons are you can move and make things move because they always look the same, right?
Right.
But if you're like wham, you make them stretch out and shit, then it's like it's funny, but like might not be.
Ren and Stimpy did a lot of that.
Yeah.
Off-model stuff. They just like stretching, like their eyes are moving around.
Yeah.
All kinds of weird stuff.
But that was something John Kay said, was that like he never wanted to draw the same face twice. So like he always had a mirror by him, so he could just be like, got it.
There's a lot of really good cartoons on now. Like, have you guys seen Uncle Grandpa? Like, that's really funny. Clarence is really funny. There's like a lot of really good ones on right now.
World of Gumball is really good.
Yeah, Gumball is
I really like that.
hilarious. Oh my god, yeah.
I watch that with my nephews, and like they'll go to sleep, and I'm like, maybe 3 more episodes.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Oh man, El Tigre, so good. Just kidding. That's not great. Sorry El Tigre fans. Sorry you guys.
Hey, it's a blue shirt with the cards. Yeah, you.
Yes, me. Hello. I wanted to know, when in your life did you first discover the idea of tonsil stones and ASMR? Because I dealt with those conditions entire life, but took dozens of years to actually like find them on the internet that other people had them.
Wait.
Those are two really disparate like things to throw in the same question.
Everybody. And
ASMR isn't a condition. Unless somebody's blessed with a beautiful voice, it's just like,
ASMR is like when people talk into microphones and it causes you to have like your hair stand on end, so they don't know what it is. Tonsil stones are when your tonsils get crypts in them and collects food and bacteria, and it manifests in these like white stones that smell disgusting, and you cough them up.
Yeah, have you ever like coughed or like yelled and then you're like, and it feels like you barfed something up and you're like, ew, that's barf. It was in your tonsils.
Yeah, so like, I used to get tonsil stones all the time, and I thought they were disgusting, and I told Aaron one time, and Aaron was like, that's so gross, haha, you're weird. And then he started getting them, and now he gets them more often than I do. Ha
I haven't had tonsils in a really long time, but my first experience with ASMR was Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting. Yeah, I didn't know that it had a name or anything, but I knew when I watched it, I was like, yeah, his voice was awesome. What were you gonna say before?
Oh, I just like, Dan, you actually introduced me to ASMR.
I did?
And like YouTube videos, and I was like, this isn't gonna work. I feel really good. And just recently I was curious if it was like, because like I know it only seems to work when I wear headphones. Is that the same with you?
Yeah, well, it just gets in your ears better.
Yeah, because I tried to do it with like a surround sound system and it didn't work. I don't know. That's just me. That's just.
I remember when I saw Sin City in theaters, I felt that Marv was kind of ASMR-ing. I don't know. His voiceover narration was just like it was just like, oh, he's right beside me. So that was like my first experience with ASMR.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not a positive experience.
You ever done that like match, like the stereo thing where you put headphones on and it's like a dude and he's just lighting a match and then like walking around you, but like because the way it was recorded, like you can feel it like get farther and closer and like be over here and stuff, and you're like, whoa. That was like the first, I guess, sort of ASMR because I was like, oh, it's over here now.
Yeah.
Cool. Who's your turn? Oh, it's me. Right in front, Game of Thrones. Well, I guess it's Clash of Kings.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
First of all, Ross, I just want to say I love you. You're one of my favorite Grumps. And Barry, you're also one of my favorite Grumps. Because of you, it's really revitalized my want to edit it, like start editing again. I used to do it in high school. I know that Game Grumps are kind of simple videos to edit, but what got you into editing? And like, how is it editing so much material like on a daily basis?
Grumps got me in editing.
Yeah.
He was not an editor before.
No, if anything that I'm good at with editing, I attribute to my time in high school doing theater and improv and just having like a refined sense of comedic timing. Because so much of the stuff I did was just like sliding stuff around and just having a vision for how things move and watching animation tutorials. Because very little of the stuff that would go into Grumps was kind of real editing. Yeah. Like extra stuff is just like moving a PNG file around. It's not really like what, I mean, when we worked on live sketches or things like that, that's when I feel like I'm really editing. Because then it's like I'm like taking multiple cameras and like moving things together and making a thing. Or like working on sequelitis is also like that.
Cool.
I can't tell you how many times I've given Barry just nonsense, just like footage, and I'm like, all right, he'll get it. And he totally gets it. And it's like, man, you really have an eye for it.
Well, over time, like doing sketches, I'll be like, oh, Aaron, can you give me the script? And I'll be like, script?
Yeah.
So it'll just be like maybe a text file of just like, yeah, you know, then he's like, yeah, what's going on? And it's just like, okay, I don't know. If I wasn't there for the actual shooting, it's like, this is why people have like clapboards. We're like, this is scene one actor or whatever. It's like, that's why these systems have evolved, because as an editor, you need to know how the pieces fit together. So, I don't know, it's been fun. It's been a lot of learning. Yeah.
Sweet. That's very...
Camera, tripod.
Did I scare you?
I remember I first started watching Game Grumps because of the table flip episode of poker. So I want to ask, what was you guys' most memorable moment on the show, and also, Ross, I love your voice for Soccer Spirit.
You and nobody else.
Thank you.
Thank you. table flip with poker was a funny story because
Oh my god.
we had none of us were good poker players to begin with, so we had to have a situation where the dealer, the guy who ended up dealing the video, Nick,
Awesome dude.
he met up with us like 3 or 4 times in a lead up to teach us how to play poker, so we could be doing it well and it'd be a good video. And I guess Ross was just doing other shit.
Oh yeah, he would like get out immediately and then just be on his phone the whole time. So like, there was nothing like, it would stop there.
Still work though.
To a point.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, it was around like hour 15 or so of that shoot where then we realized Ross doesn't know how to play poker. And actually destroyed all of us.
When we finished and Dan won, like the crew walked over was like, thank fucking God, if Russ had won, we would have filmed the whole thing again.
apparently in the sound booth they were just like.
Because also we had these little like shadow boxes with GoPros in them, so people could see what cards we had, so they could keep track of everything. So they could see exactly what everyone had. So Ross was like, "Oh, I got pocket aces, all full." And it was like, "Oh my God!" Like you could hear the crowd, the crew, just like.
That's how I knew it was a good card.
It's much more enraging watching it back and knowing what you had all those times, and then like you'll accidentally win like $300,000, and you're like, you can't predict my moves. I'm a wild card, and the dealer's just like, oh. That was an amazing time.
Do you have a favorite table flip on it?
All of it. I don't know. Shit. No.
Oh,
Well,
geez,
no.
wow.
That's not
All
what
right,
I
what do you
mean.
think about it? My favorite is one that hasn't happened on the show yet. You guys haven't seen it yet? Shut up, Ross. All right, well, you are in this one. And we're playing a children's game. I'm not going to say what it's called, but it's basically like Candyland. It's like a game that's...
It's a game for like ages 3 to 4.
Yeah, it's for babies. But we filmed it very dramatic. We like had spray bottles that looked like sweat dripping off of us. We were just like studying very hard, putting down our pieces. I cannot wait for that to come out.
Oh yeah.
It's so
I
funny.
forgot we did that.
I forgot we did that.
Yes.
Pictionary is probably my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If ring toss isn't free, like,
Yeah.
maybe fucking lose it completely. Ring toss isn't free?
He had to draw a ring toss, and he was drawing like the guy selling the ring toss, like this whole stand. It's like, what the hell were you doing? You ran out of time.
Ring toss isn't free.
It's Corey's best kid.
He's like, ring toss isn't free.
Yeah, the guests on the episode were Corey Spaz Kid and Stamper, and we loved them dearly and want them back on the show.
Yeah. What was the word? Spaz kid?
Cologne.
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 Cologne
It was either ring toss or cologne. Cologne. I don't know what cologne is. We're like, of course it's cologne. It's not cologne now. I'm like, yeah.
He's awesome.
Check out that table flip.
That's a good
All right. I saw a dude with blonde hair. Yes.
All right, so first question is for Mega Man. Where's Legends 3?
Thank you for the question. I was feeling kind of left out. Anyway, shut up! You don't know me!
What happened with the whole Weird Al thing? The whole like Reddit Weird Al thing?
It's still in the air. Like it might happen. We for anyone who doesn't know, someone asked Weird Al in an AMA if he is familiar with my band Ninja Sex Party and like if he would ever want to work with us or Game Grumps or anything. He was like, yeah, I know it. I'd like to be on their show. And we were like. But like that was right when his album came out, and it was like the first #1 comedy album since I think like '60s. So he actually in the couple of months or however long that's been since that happened, these have been like the craziest months of his like multi-decade career. So like managers are in touch and stuff, and like they just said when he gets back from like all his stuff, then we'll get in touch.
We're on the bottom of the list, basically.
I mean, like, we're off the list. list were like written on the table after the paper for the list ended. But it could happen. It'd be amazing.
And we're all huge Weird Al fans. So
Yeah.
it would just be unreal.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You really know how to keep the party going.
Black thing.
I'm sort of black.
Like she better be holding a black object. Go ahead.
So, you guys have come a really long way since you started. I feel like this is an amazing time for online content. I was really curious about the business side of Game Grumps. Like, what was that like growing into it and working with Maker Studios?
It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Working with Maker's fine. They do what they do, you know? They get us in touch with, you know, people that want like brand deals, you know, the Anki Drive thing, they manage that, so that was cool. But mostly they're hands off, like they just let us do our own thing. Most of that side is just like algorithmic, and it's very frustrating because YouTube doesn't communicate any of that stuff to us. So they'll make like a huge back-end change and not tell us, and then we're like, why did we make half as much this month? That's strange when we got more views than last month. And then it's like, you know, 3 months later we learn like, oh, they made a huge change in their algorithm and how things function and how things are shared, and nobody told us. So that's actually like the most of our troubles. Like everything else is just like, whatever, we're making videos and put them up, that's it. Like the business side is very like at a minimum, we just kind of do what we want to do. Because if it was all business, like we'd be like playing like all the super popular new games and shit, but we're just like, whatever, we'll throw in fucking Sparkster. The fuck? Like, there's no reason for us to play that, we just wanted to, you know, so.
There's also all the stuff with like, we're like technically employees of a company and like workers comp and like government and federal. And it's just like there's like a lot of boring stuff and like we're just a bunch of goofballs and we don't care. But like if we could go to jail if we don't have like a poster on our wall that says like you are employees of a company. Yeah. It's just like all that kind of boring fun stuff.
Yeah, when I got that in the mail and it was like, you are required to hang this on the wall. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, if you don't, like,
you're still working on your house.
It's like, I didn't even, it's my house. We're just working on my house. I don't want to put this up in my house. Very strange.
Yeah, a lot of it is still like foreign to it. Thank you, Ross. A lot of it is foreign to us because like we're not business-minded people in general. Like we're just idiots that play video games and make songs about dicks and such, you know. And the fact that we get to make a living doing it is beyond what we could have hoped for. So like we sort of just let other people handle it. Like we hire people to do it as much as we can and just like let's just concentrate on the fun stuff.
Yeah. Because the more it gets involved in the creative stuff, the less fun the creative stuff is, you know? So, like, keeping that away and just being like, I want to make a video where we're doing this today! And nobody's like, no, it's not in the budget, or, you know, can't go to the moon, it's not in the budget.
That's bullshit still, that's bullshit. We need to go to the fucking moon.
Moon 2014. We got 2 months left.
We'll get it sorted.
You're talking about Outlast?
Yeah.
Oh man. It's pretty much like everyone has ADD here. Well, by everyone I mean Aaron and Ross, hardcore ADD.
Yeah.
Look at Ross right now.
He's already taken the label off his bottle.
Rolled it into a tiny thing.
Yeah, he's playing with the hair on the table, now he's playing with his thumbs. Yeah.
It's true.
We love Ross.
Thank you for that question.
I forgot
That's you.
whose turn it is.
That's Susie. Because Ross said the black
Just
thing.
Skittles box.
I'm just really curious as to how you all met each other in general.
Oh,
It's a different story for everyone.
Yeah.
Who knew each other first? Well, you and Susie.
Yeah. Well, actually, me and Ross knew each other first, right?
Shit.
Before you and Susie?
I think, yeah.
We're not
so.
sure on the time.
No.
Okay.
No, we met when we were 17.
Okay, so Susie and I first. Well, we met at an anime convention, so this is just made in heaven.
Yeah. I was a cosplayer, and Aaron was trying to help his friend date me.
I was a cosplayer, and Aaron was a fan of cosplay.
Yeah, no, Aaron's friend chickened out, so then I hung out with Aaron all day.
Yeah, ain't that some shit? I was trying to hook up a friend with Susie. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then Susie really liked me, and I was like, oh, I kind of like her too.
Yeah, I guess I should, but, I mean, do you need to do a thing?
She's got a microphone.
Okay, so, the way I met this guy, we did Newgrounds things, and I guess I was making cartoons, and all my cartoons sucked so bad. So they had bad voices. Yeah, they did. And then like I needed good voices, so there was like, "You should try Egoraptor." I'm like, "Wait, who's that?" And then it was like that guy who did that, the Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell. I'm like, "Holy shit, I remember that from Napster." What? And then I approached. How did I get in touch with you? I don't remember.
Probably through like Dim or like.
Oh, I remember what it was. It was like just one of It was Dim from Super Flash Brothers. You know what I'm talking about? Decline of Video Gaming's pretty old.
They made Detective Grumps.
Yeah, and Haunted House. Yeah. It used to be Newgrounds guys, and I think Dim might have got me in contact with you. And I remember, I think it was you. I'm pretty sure you're just like, yeah, you're gonna have to get AOL Instant Messenger to talk to me. And I was like, I fucking live in Australia. Why would I get that shit? No one has that here. So I had to get AOL Instant Messenger to talk to Aaron, and I was like, hey, do voices for my cartoon. Wait, good story. That was me starting, and then we became friends, and then we met in 2008 at Anime Expo.
I like how you were telling that story, and I was like, man, that makes me sound like an asshole. And then I'm like, actually, I was kind of an asshole. So.
Well,
yeah.
no, I can tell the story of how we met.
Yeah.
You were super nice in that one.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Thank you. So one time, it was 2010, I guess. This story's been told before, so forgive me if anyone's heard it. But like, I was in my band Ninja Sex Party. We had started, we were maybe a year deep. And I guess Ross, you saw one of our videos.
I found you guys when you had 1,000 subscribers.
Aww.
Yeah, and I was like, this looks shit. Hey, Aaron, check it out.
I was like, man, this is shit. I should send this to this guy.
And we got
shit it is.
And we got a message, and it was just.
I messaged you first, and you ignored it, asshole.
Did you? I didn't care, and like we. I honestly don't remember. We missed a lot of our messages because we didn't really know how to use the YouTube like Messenger thing. It was kind of weird.
Also, I was blocked.
Were you blocked?
I'm kidding.
That's bullshit for we don't care about the fans.
Oh my god. So like we I guess Ninja Brian saw Aaron's email and he was like, I like what you guys do. If you're ever in LA and you'd like to hang out, just let me know. And so it happened that I was in LA the next week, and then we met up and we got sushi, and then we became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then actually I met Barry because when Steam Train started, I was going to edit it originally, and I was like, I don't know how to edit. And Aaron introduced me to Barry, and Barry, you showed me how to edit, and I was like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is boring as shit. And a whole new respect for Barry developed, and now he's my roommate. Aww.
Yeah, actually, I think that we met for the very first time at their Halloween party 2 years ago.
Really?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you just came by for like a couple minutes and then you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like showed up, ate our food, and then you left. Happy Halloween.
Typical dad.
So that's crazy that we've been there for like almost exactly 2 years.
Yeah. Magic. I remember you kept coming to LA, but every time you were in town, Aaron didn't tell me, and I was really mad at him for a long time about that. And then you eventually came to his house, and he's like, Dylan's gonna be here, and I was like...
Yeah, because then after they met, Aaron animated NSP, music video dinosaur laser fight.
Yeah.
And that was my introduction to NSP as an Egoraptor fan. I was like, what is this crazy band with the guy and the Albert Einstein ninja guy?
Why would anyone do this?
Yeah.
That
was cool.
Yeah, well, the first time I met Ross, he brought me a koala bear
It's true, I did.
from Australia.
Stuffed, a real koala. I smuggled it on my ass.
Killed it, had it stuffed, and gave it to Susie.
I met Aaron at a live stream because I met Aaron through John because you guys have been talking.
It was Gerard's live stream, right?
It was Gerard before Gerard started the completionist.
Yeah.
Before Gerard started the completionist, we did a live stream at his house, and that's the first time I met Aaron.
So you can, if that's up online, you can witness.
I don't know when it is.
Barry and I met.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
And then I just met kind of everyone through Aaron.
No, the first time I met Barry, he was like locked in an apartment playing Fez, and he had been in there all day. And it was just, he's like, I cracked the code, and he was like writing out this like code, and like he was like going crazy, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is so weird. And then we got to know.
He had like the symbols scrawled on napkins and shit. And he's like, I think I've done it. I think I did it.
Covered in like 3 weeks of pizza, just like, I gotta make it happen. Let's do a quick fox chop stuff.
And now Barry's my BFF.
Yeah. I can't remember whose turn it is.
Oh, it's Aaron's turn now.
The right in the front with the purple band that says bro on it.
My question is for Danny.
Well, fuck them.
What's up, purple band, bro? So we got 10 more minutes, so let's crank these questions.
Did you ever beat Mike Tyson? And if not, do you plan on returning to the dream fight soon?
Do you mean in real life or in The answer is no to both. Sadly, I will practice. I promise I'm going to get around to it. Like, yeah, it's on my list.
Mike Tyson can't beat Mike Tyson.
I know.
He was on Jimmy Fallon recently and tried to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson sucks at Mike Tyson's punch out.
Yeah, but you know what? There's probably tons of display lag on that projector, so I don't blame him.
Blue tie.
I was wondering if you guys ever were ashamed of your voice, because I tried voice acting for my cartoons, and every time I try recording myself, I hate the way my voice sounds. So
I hate the way my voice sounds too, you're not lying.
I think that's everybody. Everybody hates the way their voice sounds.
I love my voice. I actually did have a moment like that when I went, it was a long time ago, and I was telling my dad something, and then he like responded, and I didn't respond because I was hearing it in my head how I was gonna say the response, and it just sounded really whiny. So I was just like, walked out of the room, and I was like, I hate my voice, and it's so whiny, it's so whiny. That was the only time. Because I'm really happy with how I sound.
It happens to everyone, dude. Like, I remember reading an interview where Tom York from Radiohead was like, I'm so sick of the sound of my singing voice, and he has the fucking voice of an angel. So like, it's just part of the deal.
Good board, very fast.
How was you guys' Halloween?
Great, lovely, thank you. Delightful.
Dude, Susie got a bunch of trick-or-treaters, and we were out recording, and then I came home, and no trick-or-treaters, like, immediately afterwards. I was like, oh, I want to hand out one candy. So Barry and Dan came over, and I relived it through them.
Yeah, like 5 Twix bars.
They open up the door, and I'm like, take one, only one.
Because they pilot what the king-size candy bars. They're the good house on the block, and there's just like no kids.
I got like a Ninja Turtle and a firefighter and a cat who would not stop meowing at me.
We had a Halloween party.
Yeah,
The day before we had a Halloween
yeah, it was
party.
still
Yes,
Halloween.
Halloween was.
That's great.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, that was my Halloween.
Yeah.
I got really hungover and then had to record episodes the next day. So look out for Black and White 2, where I'm really hungover.
Yeah.
Alright, you can see her.
Oh shit. Gosh darn. The umbrella.
Yeah. Were you guys able to check out a bit of the Stanley's Kamikaze this weekend?
No.
My wife is there, and she's dressed as a gargoyle from Gargoyles.
No, I went there one year and I was like, meh. It was all right.
If anyone says meh in real life, they deserve to have the shit kicked out of them.
Thank you. Very little I really believe it, but I really believe in that.
Like if somebody says lol in real life, meh.
Come on.
Later.
It's your
Camera, yo.
Yeah.
You guys kind of are similar in the sense to Game Center CX. Do you take any inspiration?
Oh, dude, I love that guy. Reno, he's the best.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to make a show in that style, where it's like sort of a challenge, but we'll see where that goes. That's always been in the back of my mind. I love that guy. Anybody who's seen that, Kotaku tried to localize it for a while. It's called Retro Game Master, but the real name is Game Center CX. You should watch that show. It's awesome. It's actually on TV in Japan, and it's like a Let's Play. It's like, what? They've been doing it for like 15 years before we figured it out. Wow. They're always ahead of the curve on the internet trends. Facecam, they figured it out first.
The other Game of Thrones.
If you could go back 5 years and give yourself one piece of advice, what would you give yourself?
I hate that question. Good question. I wouldn't want to do anything differently, you know, because who knows what would be different. I guess I would just. I mean, like every mistake I've ever made in life, I would just like chronicle out and be like that. Don't do those things. But then I wouldn't learn from them, so I feel like that's the cop-outest answer ever. But invest in Apple. Do you have an answer, Susie?
Yeah, no matter what you do, people are gonna hate you. You can't make everybody happy. That was very hard to come to terms with.
Okay, so let me just get this question down. Can I go back in time and tell my previous? Okay, I would kill my previous self. I look young enough. I would replace him there in the past, and then I would become an animation prodigy and get like a leg up on this asshole. And then I would get on YouTube day one. And this would be just my panel.
I put a lot of thought.
I would tell myself that you're not running out of time. Like that's good advice. Cause like I'm in my 30s now, and 5 years ago I was in my 20s, and I was like, well, when I turn 30, I'm dead, and I can't do anything. And all of like my like quote unquote success has come in those years that I thought I would be too old to do anything. So don't psych yourself out, and don't like not pursue anything that you really are passionate about because you're afraid like you're past the time when you should do it, or you're running out of time. Just fucking go for it.
If I came to you,
If I came to the past to find you, I would tell you time is running out, and then I'd kill you as well. Just start erasing people from history. I've always wanted to do that.
Ross,
Let's see what happens.
I think you might have missed the spirit of the question.
Time travel reviews for world domination.
I would go back in time and ride a dinosaur. I would do that.
5 years?
Yeah, the dinosaurs in 2009.
I would go back 5 years and ride a dinosaur.
I would just tell myself, don't try to predict the future because you're always wrong. Just do what you can to set yourself up for success and good things, and just do what you can to make tomorrow good. But don't try to plan 5 years in advance because that's crazy. I don't know. The world is so volatile, and the job market, and
traveling people killing you.
Yeah, Ross, the guy I never met, coming to me in 2009, and yeah.
Actually, there is one thing. There is one thing that I would say, and that's value your time, and everything doesn't have to be about work, because that was a huge thing I had to learn over time, and I feel like I wasted a lot of time that I could have been spent having fun, stressing about work, and not getting anything done. So.
Yeah. And with that, that's the panel.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much.
Game Grumps, keychains, water bottles. We got them outside. Gift shop. Game Grumps gift shop. Only Game Grumps.
Let's just all sit here weirdly and just not.
Back away very slowly, just creeping out.
How about that sweater and that mustache? Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, bring it up.
In front of everybody. Another round of applause for Game Grumps. We used to be enemies, but we just hugged it out. Was this your birthday? What's going on? Dude,
Do you want to open that here?
she's the best. Yeah, open it up right now.
Should you open it here?
Should you open here? Is it
Yeah, is it like sketchy?
raunchy?
It's not. Something raunchy. Looks like it's from a love movie.
Oh, it's a penguin paper.
I didn't want this.
Oh no.
It's a Sega Genesis.
Oh, that's good.
Sims Castaway and Crash Bandicoot and fucking Sonic Spinball and a Kool-Aid and this game I never played called Mobscenity, and this is another thing. I don't know. Should I open this too? Oh my god!
Now that is.
It's cranberries.
I can replace the one Dan broke.
Is that Jack Nicholson golf?
Arnold Palmer tournament golf!
The other golf.
Did you just say Jack Nicholson golf?
I get the
Take the putters out.
It's basically the same guy.
Don't forget the card on the outside.
Thank you. Wait, there's a card?
Yeah.
You guys.
Is that an Amazon gift card?
$300 to Nordstrom! It's Starbucks. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Aww. I hope there's like $1.38 on here. And they're just kind of like, you still need $2.50. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.